Good morning, everyone. Namaste. It is I, Gina Louisa, here this morning, just helping to raise the vibration of our collective consciousness. Today is March the 3rd, a Thursday, right? Thursday, March the 3rd, the 3rd, the 3rd, the 3rd. I said this. Right? It's 3-3 even. 3-3 Thursday. I just find that interesting. This morning, actually it began last night. I kind of shifted into these, I felt this energy like creeping over me. It's like, oh no, what are you? You're my truth. What are you doing? Right? Truth of my heart, my heart and my mind are all agreeing with stuff. My body's agreeing, all of me. It's like all my minds. Each one of your chakras has a mind, and there are a lot of them, more so than you think. But they all started like agreeing and creeping in there with this. It's like a scenario creeping in, like I don't know how to put it. It's like all of a sudden you're in this, like say a movie or a dream, and you're playing the part or something, and they're all agreeing. It's like they, or more like this, they like pulled away the illusion, and they all start agreeing and resonating in this truth. And so here I am, little Miss Witness over here. Oh, vow to God, okay? I made a vow to God. When I vow, okay, to God, it's a vowing to take God personally, okay? It's allowing, I remember God said to me before, I want you to be alive, and let me be alive right in there with you. So you can't do things that would make me want to leave. See what I'm saying? If you're any action that you have that doesn't resonate here, I'll have to go. You see? And so, well, I have to stay walking along a path of truth, because I don't want Goddess to leave me, or God. When God living inside me makes me the Goddess. You see, I don't want this to leave me in my experience of aliveness. So of course I do what I can to keep stepping in the forward. And as I come into relationships, and I'm very true and real, and I let her be there fully, and she's sweet. This one inside me, she's just so giving and loving, and she just is love. She just resonates love. She just feels so good to have her in here with me. And now that she's really like, I should say she, put her over here like a little toy, or hold her in here like kind of like the master came in, but more like a child, that I was like babysitting almost. It's like, oh my God, I've got this wonderful, precious, innocent, sweet thing, and I have to go, step along these paths, and a lot of the times in my lifetime there would be things, circumstances, we'll call them, that my lifetime would put us through. Us, I say, all of me in here. And she would just like, not be there. She just wouldn't be there. She'd be like, nope, out of here, and leave me sitting there, this like of the mother almost of the child, part of myself, to be there to deal with the logical atrocities of what's going on, and walk her from where she cannot be back to where she can come back in again. She never left me, though. She won't leave me. She never leaves me. Thank you, God. And I never leave her. That's what it is. I don't leave her. One of my poems says something about that too. It's like, she's everything that I seek to find. And I will not watch her fall behind. Thus brings me to today and this realization that I've been wrestling with. And it is the matter of, I see, when I feel it, hey, God's smiling. I mean, the matter of love, me and my true, authentic self, not just being in myself and just, no matter who I'm with, you know, like I pet the kitty and I pet the doggy and I say hello to the children and I try to do what I can for the plants and animals and people and things like that. But there's a higher truth that God's putting in my face. I know I speak of it once in a while. It's the only way to manifest this high Esther vibration is coming together with my twin flame. That one that we made an agreement before coming into life. And I've been aware of this agreement in a big way since I was about 7. I was kind of downloaded with things, and I've been allowed to inner experience this download. Like say if you download, okay, you're gonna download some really like, AutoCAD, something, that's quite involved. I don't know if there are any other architectic type of people out there, but anyway, it's a drawing tool, or we have other drawing tools too. Anyway, and you say, oh good, I'm gonna draw with this thing, and then you open up the program, it's like, like you thought you were just gonna go in there and draw something and then animate it. No, it starts with the, okay, here's the plane, and then you got this view and that view, and you've got a light source, and you've got a level plane, and you got to put things in the center. It's like, oh my God, it's such a complicated program. Kind of the same thing, when you, it's like, okay, God, the program is everything I need to accomplish what it is I'm here for in this aliveness, and you've given me everything I need to do this, and I need to find like you, God, in the male, the other side of me, that's what it is. I'm really looking for myself, really. When you think about it, I'm looking for myself that's not me. I'm looking for myself that's, like say if you're one thing and then you become two, the male and female aspect, and then all that it takes for those two incarnations to come into life. In my case, I really feel he first, and then his aliveness in this plane drew me into it. Okay, here I am now to seek this one who can do, who can't do without me. Okay, this one who just simply is what makes me the way I am. When I say we're the same, he's everything male of God, and I'm everything female of God. Do you understand what? Can you understand that? So he would have to be, you see, everything male. He's like, he's self-assured, and he's a can-do type of guy, and he's got a hell of a sense of humor, and he's just happy inside, and he sings to himself, and he's always trying to impart as much of himself as he can. You see what I'm saying? In the best way, in the tenderest way. He's not cruel. He's kind. But he is what he is. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to be everything male. Like I'm everything female. When I say everything female, females will, sweet, wondrous, and live in every moment. We just are, like men I'm in the big picture, okay? My other half has probably got that big picture type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? He's got the grand schemes. He wants to set it all up just right for me because his soul knows that I'm a live in the moment type of gal. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sweet, and it's like that baby. Remember there was a cartoon with a little baby crawling along, you know, and the girder comes along, and the baby's on the girder, and just as the baby steps off, the next one comes along and gets him, and okay, I am like that baby in a lot of ways, okay. This is what God has made me, brand new in every moment, okay, brand new. In every moment, and I thank God for this, okay? My other, this is what he's attracted to with me. He's attracted to, I am both ancient, as in, you know, millions of years of what you would say years, you know, incarnations insurmountable, and all the memories are there, yet the innocence is still there. Because ever since the beginning, I just move along in instinct and I remain innocent. You see what I'm saying? Our innocence. So that's what I'm here to impart. To bring the innocence back to people. Innocence because you are innocent. Okay? You're all washed clean. It's a brand new moment. You know, no matter what anybody said in the past, or no matter what any rules have been laid down in the past, and no matter what, you know, craziness, this, you know, when you were born innocent, brand new beginning. Your heart, let your heart dictate to you what your rules for life are and for living are. Not what anybody else says. You know, and if somebody says, no, you can't take this newspaper, you've got to beat that dog with this. No, man, I'm not beating the dog. How about I become friends with the dog? Yeah, how about I love him and kiss him and give him love. Yeah, instead. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Follow thy heart. For now is the time of complete and true discernment. We must walk every moment in our truth. So, boy, am I being faced with my truth this morning. Because of what happened yesterday, okay, I'm still doing this plenty of fish thing. Because I like to chit-chat, and I really don't do anything. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything because, well, I kind of avoid men because I'm in love with my pen pal. You know, I can't deny it when you're in there in your face. And then every time I talk to another man, and there's really, you know, of course, you know, I shine of love. It's what I am, okay. But and I could, you know, love you to pieces from here, but then when it starts to come to, you know, oh, you know what I'm saying, my romantic heart, for some reason, hasn't always been somewhere. And the more I try to deny it, the worse it makes me feel, and the more I admit it to myself, the better I feel. So, you know what? I'm just gonna I like being, I like how innocent our relationship is after even 30 years. We're still at the beginning. It's kind of cool, you know. And there's no logic in it, but when I think of this person, it just makes me smile. I like to see how this person is dancy in the fancy. I like to listen to his words because they spiral high. They dig deep, real deep. And they're right in my face, too, only like the sheepdogs do. They stay outside that bubble, as it were, you know, and coax along just to guide, you know. The dog doesn't come up to the sheep and go, they'll all go, ah! Right? You know what I'm saying? The dog knows, in order to guide the sheep, you gotta kind of like just glance at them, they're like, ah! And run that way, you know what I'm saying? And then he also understands that part of me is like that herd of cattle. Where, you know, If the dog comes up to the cattle, he's going to get kicked in the head. He knows to stand his ground firm. But yeah, guide you that way. Stand your ground firm. Guide you this way. And no, you ain't going that way. But you're going that way without getting kicked in the head. You see what I'm saying? It's the cattle dog has to get a lot closer. You know, there's not so much a bubble when it comes to cows. It's like, hey, over there, buddy. Okay, your seat's that way. You know what I'm saying? There you go, buddy. There you go. Eventually, he'll just follow everybody else's going once he gets a clue. And I'm both of those things, you know. I'm both the sheep, like, you know, shoot me a glance and run. You know, especially if he came up to me barking. Gone. You know how long it's gonna take to find that sheep again? Anyway, the same thing with the cattle. You know, you come up to me barking, you're either gonna get kicked in the head, charged, or that cow's taken off. He might be, you know, 2 ranches over in somebody else's herd and knocking up a cow, you know, two ranches over by the time you find him, you know. But anyway, and both of those things, and I just coming to realize myself that, like I said, I'm on the state insight, and I really gotta not do this anymore. It's helping me, though. It's been helping me the more I talk with men and the more I realize men, and because I give truth when people ask me questions, so it helps me face my truth, you see. And my truth is that I probably am not going to continue this plenty of fish thing. It's probably just not right. I mean, I did accept a date to go dancing Friday because the guy just sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, it's been a long time since I've had a lot of fun with a guy that wants to, you know, take me out and have a lot of fun. But, you know, he wants more than just fun. He wants a real woman who's going to love him. And you know, I think I am in love with already, you know. So I really, and I canceled the date with this person already for the same reason, because it always gets close to the time for the date, and I go, yikes, no, you know what, I really shouldn't do this, and then I don't do it, and then you know, a long while later he asked me again. It's like, all right, we ready to go out dancing? And I was just like, devil may care attitude when I said sure, you know. And now I'm like, yikes, no, it's just a date, and we're just going out dancing. But what? Just gonna, you know, match somebody else's feelings. That's just not right. Or make myself feel uncomfortable. That's just not right either. So, wow. The universe is really making us face our truths in a big, big way, you know. I am just so in love with my cat down the road. You know, my wildcat down the road, you know. He's just as elusive as a wildcat, and just as cunning, and every bit as beautiful and interesting. So I'm not done being interested in this one, so I really can't. My interest isn't about, my focus isn't about to switch, just, and I don't know why I try to keep making it, try to switch my focus somewhere else. Because it's just always there, no matter who, like, you know, who I'm with. I do this other person a disservice because I could be with them, but I'm always still thinking about my wildcat, you know what I'm saying? So here we are. Now from now on, I'm thinking, oh, you know what, I just, that's it. It's me and the wildcat, you know, okay. You know, like a nun again. I've done a lot of my time in this world just being there for God, and I like it. It makes me happy. So from now on, that's who I am, and to any man who is looking at me saying, I would like to date you, my life is taking on a different kind of turn. I'm going Zen, you know. Well, I've always been Zen. Now I'm just gonna, you know, fully let it fill me. So Here I am, Gina Louisa, today. Goddess of love, yes, but this love, I'm not, I'm not available to date. I'm in love and admitting it to myself, living it and being it. Here I am, Gina Louisa, no more available today. Is in love. And when the one that I love steps into my presence, that's the dare we have in life. I'm here alive now. So therefore you have to be alive now. I know you at a glance, and I knew you at a glance. And so I'll just sit here and wait for you so you can take your rightful place beside me and feel comfortable in doing so. I love you. Namaste, everyone. I'll see you in the morning. 20 minutes of truth. That song right in your face this morning. The universe isn't taking no more maybes. I'm not taking any more applications. I've found the one I'm hiring for the position. And he knows who he is, don't you?